to our distinguished guests gathered here on the campus of USC, and to the viewing audience, including our coalition members and the nearly 1,000 community leaders who are part of ADE's Digital Empowerment Councils. We've come to the City of the Angels, strengthened in our core belief in the promises and possibilities of digital empowerment, and how it can contribute to the improvement of the quality of life in America, particularly in communities of color. Broadband internet accessibility is no longer a simple luxury for most Americans today, but a lifeline that enables those striving to get ahead to stay ahead in our constantly evolving digital connected society. Making broadband unaffordable in America at a time when our nation is just beginning to fully grasp the miracles that digital technology can provide in delivery of vital services could create long-term social economic chaos, far too difficult to comprehend. If 50 to 60 million disadvantaged Americans are economically disenfranchised from our society, the last ones on must not be the first ones off. Now, while Wall Street is booming, Main Street is suffering, especially African American and Latino, Native American, and blue-collar consumers, who are the true victims of this economic train wreck, which started with America's entry into Iraq well before President Obama's inauguration in January of 2009. In the lyrics of one of America's great musical icons, Jay-Z, and I quote, "Men may lie, women may lie, but numbers don't lie." Yet, despite the bad economic news that bombards our airways daily, we see a glitter of light at the end of the tunnel, because as a nation, we are in the embryonic stages of one of the most social, economic, transformative periods in the history of our democracy. This digital revolution will forever change the distribution channels of how vital services, such as e-health care, education, public safety, economic development, are delivered to Americans in order to improve their quality of life. This digital revolution will create millions of new jobs within the next 5 years by resetting the job-related skills of all Americans, both minority and non-minority. For minorities in America, the years between President Clinton and President Obama can best be described and summed up in the words of the great British statesman Sir Winston Churchill, and I quote, "Never have so many given so much for the benefit of so few." The ADE is confident that the economic divide can be narrowed, and that both broadband and mobile broadband are essential tools in order to level the playing field for millions of Americans. The unserved, underserved, that are situated in rural and urban communities must enjoy the full economic and civic benefits that the digital future promises. They must not be denied benefits because of rising broadband price pressures or the lack of broadband infrastructures. There is much work that needs to be done to hasten the day of a new day in America. Let us remember the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and I quote, all progress is precarious, and the solution to one problem brings us face to face with another problem. In our ever-increasing linked economy, these words ring truer today than they did 44 years ago during another era of social economic adjustment in our society. As we conclude this remarkable summit, let us remember the legacies of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Cesar Chavez, both of whom concluded that civil rights without economic equality is indeed a dream unfulfilled. Closing the digital divide can transform this imperfect society of ours into an oasis of true and lasting economic equality for all Americans.